good clap. It was. I think you win the clap contest at this point.
I'm just a clapper.
Clap on, clap off.
Damn.
Do you remember the clapper? Did you know about that?
The clapper?
Yeah.
No.
You know what the clapper is?
Mm-mm.
Bro, it's this janky fucking... Well, you know what? Let me not say janky because that was a big motherfucking deal. There was a light that had a little box, and when you walk into a room, you clap, and the lights turn on.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's some fancy-ass high-tech shit.
Bro, but it was like they came up with this silly-ass motherfucking song, and it stood in pop culture forever.
Did it?
Clap on, pop, pop, clap off, pop, pop. Clap on, clap off, the clapper.
I never heard it.
It was the most... It's in my fucking head forever. I'll never get rid of that.
I never heard it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Like, you ever seen like a ridiculously just dull, fucking stupid, like McDonald's? Ba 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 ba. You ever gonna forget that shit?
No.
It's silly as fuck.
You're right.
But it's stuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's here forever.
Yeah.
Crazy. I also thought about the intro. And you say how we don't have an intro. So I made an intro.
What is your intro?
I didn't make one. I'm just saying, like, I think we need to do one.
I feel like...
But we don't have camera control. So, John, can I get the room camera? Bam. Back in this bitch, like Birth in Reverse, Generational Gap Podcast. What it do? Chris.
DeAndre.
And we here with you.
You will definitely take that one. You will definitely take the arms on that one. I'm not saying that.
What's the problem?
Maybe I can make my own version of it, but
this is first of all, this comes from a lot of rap background.
Yeah.
Back in this bitch, like Birth in Reverse.
Like Birth in Reverse.
Those are bars.
I hear it. But
killing this shit from the hearse to the dirt. What?
Okay, so you just want to rap now?
Yeah, let's just fucking freestyle in this bitch. This is ours.
It's actually hella funny because we was at school Friday, and what's it called? It was just a good Friday at ROP, so everybody, we turned the beat on, and we just sat in this fat-ass circle and just kept on going.
Just freestyling?
Yeah.
That used to be a thing.
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit was hella funny.
There's something to be said about, like, sitting at school and just freestyling, and then there's that one motherfucker that comes up and it's just terrible, and you're like, oh, you kind of killed it, bro.
Oh, see,
you just ruined the whole thing.
I put too much thought. That was bad. I put too much thought in mine, so I ain't got no bars. But like, I feel like when I am just so like, I feel like if I get elevated enough, I'm finna just be able to just whatever. Because right now, if I were to do it, no.
Yeah.
But like, if I was just in that mood where I'm like, I kind of just don't care and I just say whatever. I feel like that's when I'll be able to. But that's a certain mood I got to be in.
There's different freestyle groups. Like one group is like motherfuckers who just do not rap and everybody's just saying some silly shit. And because it rhymed lightweight, everybody's like, ooh. And then it was like we had some cats at school who freestyle for real. Yeah. And they sit there for like 3 minutes just going and you'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't bad. And then you'd have that one dude who didn't belong in that circle who ran up in there and was like, yeah. And you was like, bro, why did you even come over here? You should have stayed where you was at. You should have stayed in circle 1.
Should have stayed in the beginner circle.
Yeah. This is the advanced circle. You don't belong here. You don't have a place here, bro.
What's it called? One of my friends from school, he's a rapper.
A real rapper?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, his shit's on Apple Music.
Okay.
That's valid to my book.
Absolutely. Yeah,
if your shit's on Apple Music, you somewhere.
If I can download your shit, yeah.
Yeah, if your shit could appear on my recently added, that's valid.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's not my lane, but he has one song that I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, shout out. His name's Keezy.
Okay.
Find him on Apple Music.
That's what's up. Yep. That's dope. Yeah, if you can legitimize your shit and be like, you can look me up. You can download me. You can listen to me. Legitimize your shit.
That's like the line right there. Like
for real.
If you a motherfucker who only got shit on SoundCloud, then it's like, I gotta. You feel me? But
I don't know.
To the point, if you got your shit on Apple Music, like okay,
yeah,
it's valid in my books
for sure.
Because there's some motherfuckers who just release shit on SoundCloud, but if you can get your shit on Apple Music, it's valid in my books.
It's the same as back in the day before we had like DSPs, it was like, hey, take a listen to my mixtape. And you'd be like, okay, you got anything in the stores? Nah. Like, this is the only piece of work I have is this shit I'm trying to sell you for $5.
Yeah, the shit I'm carrying in my pocket.
Okay, that's cool, but
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where some other people would be like, yo, check out my mixtape. Oh, you got shit in the stores? Yep, I got 2 albums that's sitting in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I Rasputin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Then it's kind of like, well, all right, I'm gonna have to cop.
Yeah,
I'm
type
cop.
shit. Yep.
What happened this week, man? Elon Musk bought Twitter for $45 billion.
Hey, you know, it's crazy how much social media is worth. 44 billion.
I think that's because a lot of people make hella money off of social media. Like, there's a lot to be said about like the power of word of mouth, and that's kind of the new word of mouth.
Yeah, but also I'm looking at like, where does Twitter get a lot of their revenue from? Because I see ads, like you'll fuck around, like see some ads when you're scrolling down your feed and shit. But for the most part, like, where does that money grows from?
What do you mean by that?
Like, are the ads worth that much?
I mean, it's like a commercial.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, so if you figure some people be on Twitter more than they watch TV per day.
That's true. I could almost agree with that. Yeah.
Or at least the same amount or similar. So if you put an ad up and you getting people to click, let me just be honest. I bought Mom a Mother's Day present off of Twitter. An ad popped up and I was like, oh, that's dope. And I clicked on it and actually went through with the purchase.
Okay.
So if that person had paid for that ad, they definitely made whatever, I'm sure I'm not the only person.
Right.
And it was legit. You know what I mean? I figure anything that takes PayPal is legit. Because if it ain't, then I'm calling PayPal going, hey, I ain't paying for that no more.
Yeah.
Take that off my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was legit. It was on Twitter. I bought it. And it was what it was supposed to be.
Okay, great example.
Right?
Is that the package that was there yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what is this?
Oh, and then she wanted to ask me, what's this? What you order? I was like, you need to ask me that right now.
Right. When is Mother's Day?
I don't know. I just want to be prepared.
Yeah, I'm not prepared at all.
I don't know when Mother's Day is, Father's Day.
I know Father's Day is like right next to your birthday, which is kind of weak.
Why?
Because that's like, well, it's not even weak, but you just gonna get one present for all.
I mean, you could double up on the presents. It's cool.
Nah.
What?
Nah. Mother's Day is
what?
The 8th of May.
Okay.
So not. So next weekend.
Mothers get a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Mothers get a lot. Mother's Day is a big deal. Father's Day is like very quiet.
Because you see a lot more mothers and fathers just in the kid's life most of the time.
Yeah, we got to change that.
Most definitely.
We need to change that culturally and I'm not talking about any specific ethnic background. I'm talking about just culturally, period. Like,
yeah, because it's not like people want to point it more to the black folks and shit, but it's really like you see that shit even just everybody, honestly.
Yeah, and it seems like for some reason as males, and that's probably some type of like that goes back a long way, but it seems like as males, some motherfuckers are just comfortable walking away from a whole family or a child's life, and they're just kind of like, well, yeah, right. Whatever. And I never understood that, but I know some motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And there's been some people that I've had to distance myself from because I was like, bro, I don't fuck with you. If that's your attitude on life and your children, like your seed, and you don't fuck with him just because this or that, like, then the amount of solid in my book goes way down.
Yeah, like, cause how you gonna you created this motherfucker. Absolutely,
but if you can't even keep it solid with your kid, then you for sure gonna steal from me, nigga. You feel me? Like, bro, I can't depend on you for shit.
Yeah, hell no.
In the long run, bro, there's never a time.
You can't keep it with a motherfucker that's half you.
Yeah, you for sure ain't finna help me out when I need you, bro. We cool, but we ain't friends.
we acquaintances. What's that?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, it be like that. Some people just can't,
Also, it probably comes from a commitment issue as well. I can see where that comes from too. Like just
maybe, but I mean,
a responsibility, like
yeah,
thing.
I guess so.
But,
I'm not gonna sit here and try to put everybody in one box.
right.
There's also other situations where, like, bruh at the gym, he be shooter dude.
Yeah.
He had told me, he was like, bro, I can't do it with this chick, and I think she's trying to use me or use the kid to keep me around. And I told him, I was like, bro, if that's really like, it's your life. At some point, he's like, I want to be in my kid's life. I have to be, but I don't know how this can sustain. And I was like, bro, like, you might got to walk away and let her get used to you not being there and then come see your kid.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because he was just trying to get out of that.
Right.
He said, she's super manipulative, this, that, and that. I was
Right.
like, you might just got to walk away, not see your kid for a couple months, let her get used to the fact that you ain't fucking with her, and then get your bars up and say, hey, I want the kid on the weekends, this day, that day. Maybe she move on, get her another dude, and they want to go out and have some fun. So it's like, yo, you get to have your kid, and then it becomes a thing.
Right.
I was like, but again, that's a different story. So I can't put him in the same category. I'm looking at this dude in his face, and he's telling me, like, bro, I want to be in my kid's life, but I can't do it with her.
Right.
So he ain't walking away from his kid because he just don't give a fuck.
Right. He's trying to walk away from the BM.
Yeah. And she's a weirdo. So I can't do it with her. I understand that. So not everybody falls into the same category.
What's it called? I seen a good tweet. It said, I see what BM stand for. Big mistake.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And then baby daddy was something else. Let me see. I can't find it, but it was some shit like that. I was like, damn.
I mean, I don't even like those kind of. I don't like. Technically, the BD and BM is very.
It's out.
I don't know, baby mama, baby father. Like, listen, you laid down with somebody and had a child. Let's not diminish this whole relationship to just a couple of letters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, stop making it, oh, that's just my BM. No, that's the person you had a child with.
That's the mother of your kid.
Yeah. Like, let's like, we're not just going to just BM, BD and be done with it.
Right.
It's a little extra, but I think that's just the way that shit flows.
It's not a little extra. It's no extra.
At all.
Yeah, it's nothing. That's the problem.
Yeah, for real. But I mean, I see it kind of getting better now. I don't know what the fuck happened in the early 90s, but that was a big fucking thing. Like, for real.
Going to get that milk.
So Twitter, I don't think will be any different. Besides,
no, but you see one of the first things that happened after Elon Musk bought that shit?
No.
YBN the mirrors verification got taken away. Oh shit!
I personally don't see, like, he ain't finna change no rules or do nothing extra with it. He's probably gonna be like, okay,
it's a business move.
Yeah, and it's most likely you're gonna see a lot of Tesla ads and shit. You know what I mean? So whatever, man. That's probably a way easier way to get all your ads on Twitter, just to own it and be able to put whatever you want on there.
That's hella funny. That he would rather just buy the
whole thing instead of just buying an ad.
Yep.
Like, that's diminishing.
It's a G shit.
It is.
That's a gangster move.
It is. I just don't see it's gonna be any different. But whatever. Gilbert Godfrey died. That's crazy. I know you don't know who the fuck that is, and you probably looking at me. Okay. The Aflac duck.
Aflac.
Iago from Aladdin.
Okay.
And he's just like, right. Look, he's been in hella older movies that you probably wasn't even alive for. He's a funny dude, funny old Jewish dude from New York. He's his comedy style was just like, he like yelled and shit, but he was funny. I used to listen to Howard Stern. Howard Stern had him on all the time, and he died, and I was just kind of like, fuck, for real?
All right.
I don't know why that made it onto my radar, but I was like, oh shit.
You know a celebrity's death that I can't really get over? Chadwick Boseman's.
That was crazy. I think because he kept it hella quiet.
Yeah.
He's just like silent about it.
Right. And it was kind of like, it was after the release of Endgame, like a couple months after the release of Endgame, all that shit. It was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but we forget that like they'll film some shit and tuck it for.
Oh yeah. Like long. I mean, he was what's it called? And I feel like if he was still alive, he probably would be in the new Doctor Strange movie being Star-Lord, Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Because that was in the What If shit, and they still had his. He already voiced that before he died and shit.
Right.
And what's it called? Because Captain Carter's in the new Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the
Peggy Carter.
Yeah, Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would have been in that shit if he was still alive, which would have been dope to see.
Yeah, it was a weird thing when he died because it was. I seen some pictures and I was like, "Oh shit, he was sick,
hella skinny, all that shit."
But he didn't lead on to it.
But then it was cold. It was cold because when he made a public appearance, motherfuckers was roasting him about it. Like
that he did it for a movie or something.
Yeah, or some shit. He's like, why is he skinny now or some shit.
Yeah, but then it is one of those things. The optics become like, oh, he must be doing a movie where he's sick or he's just real thin.
Yeah,
Christian Bale did it. Fucking 50 did it. You know what I mean? There's been some times where you've seen some actors that are like just like all the way like just bones, and you like, yo, what are you doing?
Right,
that's not healthy. But they doing it for a role.
Yeah.
So you see that and you kind of go, oh, he must be doing, and then shortly after you hear about it and you're like, oh, word.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I do want to see how Marvel will approach those movies now, because his movie's supposed to come out within next year or two or some shit. Well, the Black Panther movie, not his movie.
Oh, there's going to be another Black Panther?
Yeah.
Word?
Mm-hmm.
How they going to pull that off?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's possible now with all this little multiverse shit. I feel like the easiest way to do it was, some people say they were just gonna take Michael B. Jordan from like another universe, like from all this multiverse of madness shit, and it's like a good one, and just throw him in that universe type shit. And which would be Michael B. Jordan's dope, so I wouldn't be mad at that.
I guess. I think I'm kind of done. Ain't he dead?
Yeah, he's dead in that universe though. But then all this multiverse of madness shit.
No.
I could see them doing some shit like that.
I could see them doing that. I don't think I'll be happy about it.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, he's a dope actor. He did the first Black Panther movie. He was a good ass villain.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. What about Morbius? That came out and nobody gives a fuck.
No, because that shit was terrible.
Is that just Sony's whole thing? Like, a lot of Sony movies turn out to be shit.
They're trying to really build off this Spider-Man shit, like all these characters, and it's just not working.
Morbius was a big Spider-Man villain.
I know.
And then, like, the fact that they got old boy doing the new Blade, it's kind of like Morbius should be a villain that can transfer into a bunch of different universes, right? Like Blade, Spider-Man. Those are the two that stand out to me as far as villains. But if the movie's terrible, that's probably a one and done, right? Or are they gonna try again?
I don't think they'll try another Morbius movie, but they'll definitely try to throw him in another one, because did you see the post-credit scene for that movie?
Nope.
It was the Vulture from Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yep.
It was just a CGI scene, but he came to him and he was like, let's deal with Spider-Man type shit. And,
okay.
But it doesn't make sense because Morbius is supposed to be in the Venom universe. Because you know how it's two separate universes, right?
Yeah.
It's like the little Sony universe and you got the MCU.
Right.
Venom came to the MCU for that quick second.
Yeah.
But how the fuck did what's his name get to that Sony universe type shit? So they just kind of fucked all of it up. Yeah, they was just kind of doing too much with it. So then people were like, yeah, the movie was trash. The post-credit scene didn't make sense. What the fuck type shit.
Whatever. Yeah. They know what they're doing. They're making millions and billions out here, so somebody will make sense of it.
Yeah, so they're going to make sense of it. But right now, it's kind of like, why did y'all do that?
Well, whatever. I want to start with this. I seen something, and this is a 4 celebrity men changing gender norms around nail art.
What?
Yeah. A man wearing nail polish becoming normal to me. This might be my old my old man thing. That's like trying to make a man wearing panties normal.
I don't think it's that. that far to an extent because look.
All right, let me go on ahead and get into my
sit up.
Yeah.
All right,
go ahead. Explain this to me.
The partner I tell you about that man ROP, cool as fuck. I fucks with him heavy, like that's my dog.
Yeah,
I seen that shit on his nails.
Okay.
I peeped it. Bro's still cool as fuck. I know bro rock straight. I know he fuck with females, and it was just something I guess he likes to do. And he's cool as fuck. That's my dog. Every time I see him, it's all love. It's whatever. Like I just peeped it one time. I didn't even ask him about it. It's like he might like doing that shit. And I've seen this entire time I knew him, he always pops up with some black shit. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Still cool as fuck. I know he still rocks that way, and it's not like he ain't never tried nothing with me. So I'm like, why do I care?
I don't know that I care. I think when somebody tries to tell me, oh no, this is normal, I go,
okay, I wouldn't say it's normal.
Okay.
I definitely only seen that a couple of times, but I'm not finna sit there and be astonished by it and feel me like, yo, you paint your nails, bro.
No. I'm not bullying nobody over the shit they do. That's on them.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, so if I'm tapping on this thing, right? 4 celebrity men challenging gender norms around nail art. The first person who pops up is Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's not act like Tyler, the Creator is just like the norm.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard his freestyles talking about mad butt sex and all this shit. Like, we're not finna do this we're not finna use Tyler, the Creator as the norm. All right? So that's first. I can't remember the other 4 because I took a screenshot of it because I just wanted to remember it and kind of go, all right, we're going to talk about this. But my point being is, like, traditionally, there ain't a lot of shit that I can just get on board with that females have done for centuries that all of a sudden we're okay with. This goes to the same conversation as like Young Thug and a couple other cats wearing dresses on their album covers. I'm not going to say you are wrong or right. That's not for me to decide.
When Westbrook wore that dress.
Right. A$AP Rocky, Young Thug.
Hey, you can't say nothing about A$AP Rocky though. He bagged Rihanna.
Okay, cool. But did he do it wearing a dress?
I mean, she probably seen it, and he still bagged her.
What I'm trying to say is that we can't, like, where does it stop?
Yeah.
How far are we gonna take this? How far are we gonna go? Okay, we did the dress, then we did the nails. If you see a man wearing dress and nails, and then put some heels on, at that point, can we not start to make some assumptions? Like, I'm already making some assumptions about you when I see you in a dress.
Of course, yeah.
The nails are very small, right? So it's just like, these are my fingernails, and I did something to them. Okay. Like, it's not okay, but it is okay.
Yeah, it's like...
The dress is head to toe. You dig what I'm saying?
The dress is now outstanding.
You making a fucking optical.
Right.
Now, when a man has a dress and the nails, now I'm starting to go, hold on, bro. Is this art? Is this fashion? Or is this just like you over the top? Or are you just trying to tell us without telling us?
I wouldn't call that shit fashion. Like, when Westbrook wore that shit was like, but whatever. Yeah, nah. The nails, I'm cool with that. The dresses, I'm sitting there like, what you trying to do? Like, what are you doing there? What are you trying to make with this statement right here?
That's what I'm saying, man.
But yeah, the dress is kind of a little bit over the top. But then again, wear what you like, I guess.
Yes, absolutely do what you like, for sure, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit with you. Who is it? Okay, I just found the story. So, 1, Tyler, the Creator. 2, Lil Nas X.
He's gay.
Okay. And then Tyler, the Creator, freestyles about being gay. So
Tyler, the Creator, has only joked about being gay. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you think so? You think he's joking?
I don't know.
There's been a lot of it. Like, it's one thing to do it one time to be fucking hilarious or some shit, but it's another thing when, I don't know, you've been out for 10 plus years and that's always your thing. You're like, yeah, okay. And have you ever seen him with a girl?
Nah. Nah. Nah,
Then there's Machine Gun Kelly. I know.
Yeah.
But
he's already a weirdo.
Right. I think he was a weirdo when he was rapping. Now he's now Eminem made him move to rock.
He tried saying he's finna try to come back to rap on his next album.
Good. I need a good laugh.
Yeah.
We all know why you left, bro.
Yeah.
We all know why you stopped rapping.
And then Eminem's on
you
the
got
chill.
Destroyed.
Yeah, he's on the chill break right now. He's like, I'm finna try and make a move back in.
We all know why you went to rock, because you got destroyed by Eminem. So like for you to come back it'd be pretty funny. I'm not finna. No. I never listened to it in the first place.
I will give MGK this. I liked Rap Devil.
Yeah, it was a cool song.
I was sitting there like, okay, like this like I like what he was saying. I was like, okay, but then just Killshot killed him.
Name another MGK song besides.
I couldn't.
Okay, that's my point.
Oh yeah.
Nor can I.
Nah. Fuck
so
that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You were right.
The only reason I know one of your songs is because it was aimed at the dude who destroyed you.
Yeah.
And we saw that take place and was like, oh yeah, that was ugly.
All right.
So yeah, cool. I just kind of wanted to bring that whole thing up with the nails and shit, because it started to bring up in my head. I was like, oh yeah, there's the dresses too. And motherfuckers be doing a little extra shit, and it's kind of becoming like it's evolving to where I'm like, bro, are we gonna stop, or is it just gonna become like a thing where dudes can now wear dresses, nail polish, heels, and lipstick, and it's kind of like, hey, I'm a man. You like, bro, like, hold up, bro. When do we stop?
Oh man, nah, I don't call it a man.
Well, what I'm saying now, I mean, people defend it. Oh, he's wearing a dress. That don't mean nothing from his masculinity. He's got nail polish on. That don't mean nothing from his masculinity. Like, when does it stop to where we like, yeah, it does, bro. Like, you are now taking on all of the fashionable features
of a woman,
of a female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to stop at some point. But again, this means nothing to me. Do what you got to do.
Right.
I just want to know how that works, because it's confusing to me.
Yeah, I can see it from a confusing standpoint, because there'll be some motherfuckers who just like, I'm wearing what I like. But then there's some motherfuckers who wear it and they're like, I'm wearing what I like, but I'm also gay type shit.
Okay, cool.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you gay, just be gay. Like, I definitely accept the fact that you are gay and you like dressing in women's clothes. Like, I understand that. That makes more sense to me.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie, I never really talked to gay folks before I had my job, but my manager's gay, and I always thought they were at work. That sounds so bad, but that sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. I'm so sorry.
We
for that
know
type
what
of
you
work.
meant though. Like, see, that's what I'm not gonna do on this podcast, is do the whole thing. But go ahead. I'll continue with that.
But
later.
I had an assumption of how gay folks would act, and with my manager, like, my manager is cool as fuck. Like, not cool. I mean, he's my manager, so you always gonna have dislikes for your manager. But just on the regular day when he on some chill shit, my manager is cool as fuck. I'm like, okay, like, it definitely changed my perception of how I see those type of see gay folks. So so it was a good learning lesson for sure in the end game. So I was like, okay, like,
that's what's up.
I always definitely had a different assumption, and after that, like, just working with him for like over a year and shit, I'm like, oh, okay, like, that definitely changed my perspective on that.
That's what's up. People. And I think some people have to understand too. We talked about this on this podcast before. When it either comes to race, religion, sexual orientation, whatever, people have to be a little more understanding that not everybody has had a lot of experience or just been around people of other ethnicities or religions or sexual orientations. So you have to be kind of like, yo, I get it to a certain extent. I think everybody wants that instant gratification of like, don't address me like that.
Yeah. Don't
you dare address me like that. I'm a man in a woman's body. I demand to be called ma'am. And you like, bro, you are 6'2", pushing 250. Like, it's hard for my brain to now adapt and say, oh, ma'am, when we clearly see you as a dude.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be patient, and it's the same for like everything else. Like, we don't mean those people or they, even though, obviously I've seen some shit in the news or in, Like somebody fucks up and goes, "Oh, I don't like those people in my neighborhood." You're like, hold the fuck up.
Right.
But on the same token, look at this person and go, do you think they have any black folks over to their house or, like they don't know how to address this shit because they ain't never been around black people. Probably don't care about black people like that.
Right.
And the only thing they do care about is black folks moving into their neighborhood and how it affects them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I always address that as racism more as I address it as ignorance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know what you're saying.
Right, because you're not willing to learn about it.
Right, exactly.
That's the ignorance.
I think racism is like, yeah, I've been did my homework and I don't like y'all.
You're right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where somebody who just never been around you don't know how to address the fact. So there's definitely a difference.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I told you about that clip I seen of the dude at GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
Dude looked like Hulk Hogan in his dress.
Right.
He said, "Don't you ever call me by my sir." Like, bro, you are huge.
Right.
You should be dunking on somebody in a basketball court and you want somebody to call you ma'am.
Get your ass on the Lakers, bro.
Yeah. And ain't even trying to have a female voice or to even push a female narrative. He just had a little tube top on.
You just look like a drag queen at that point type shit.
It wasn't even a drag queen, dog. Like, your hair was barely long. You got a tube top on. You got a hairy belly. Like, stop acting like you're supposed to be ma'am. Like, this dude doesn't understand that you want to be ma'am. You over here screaming. He just knows, oh, shit, this dude's pissed off.
Yeah.
You already pushed the dude's pissed off button. He ain't looking at it like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, whatever, man. Like I said, I'm not finna do this on this podcast to where if we make a mistake, we finna sit here and have to, run it back or, oh, I'm sorry. No, we aren't them people. We are not like the people who don't like somebody for this or that or that or that. That's not how I raised you. That's not how I was raised. But if we say something that somebody don't like the way it sounds, you go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yeah, because I'm not the person who's going to come out and harass you for being gay or talk shit about you being this or that or that. But if I say they and you don't like that pronoun, you ain't finna kill me for it.
Yeah, the pronoun
you go
shit.
Fuck yourself.
If you tripping off some pronoun shit, I'm sorry.
The pronouns is going to take some time.
The pronouns
is calm down.
Ooh.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Pronouns are crazy. It's not crazy, but it's just like the fact that it's so demanding. Like,
for real?
Like if you in front of me in line, you have long hair, look like a female. If I call you, hey ma'am, I'm a they.
Yeah.
No,
like, no, you're not.
Right? Like, come on. Like, I'm looking at you. You look like 10 of the other females I seen on my left and right, and you want to be called they. Like, it's that shit.
Let me give you a little understanding.
Right.
You want to be they. If I say they to a group of Hispanics, I'm now racist. So go fuck yourself with the pronouns. Because you're not finna get me in trouble because of what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if
you're making a rule at this point.
Yeah, you're making your own rules, and I'm not under those.
You're making a rule in like the public setting of like type shit. Like you making the law type shit.
Yeah. Now you can't do that to people. And again, you can't have people who are like understanding and already under the like umbrella of very tolerant of everybody's rights, equality, and all that shit. You can't just start pushing that narrative on them then and just going, I'm not okay with y'all's equality in the way y'all see us. I want more.
Hey, if that's really the case on how y'all feel about the pronouns, wear a sign on the back in the front.
Period. Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, now we know what you want to be addressed as.
Right. But don't have me
right over here guessing this shit. Right. Like, oh, I wonder what this person wants to be called. Like, if it's that serious, you should wear a fucking sign. Yeah. Like, real shit, if it's that serious to you.
Because it is going to be a thing one day when you say a they, somebody's like, what the fuck you mean they?
Real shit,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, I was trying to be, I thought that's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
But if me, you, and a couple other brothers are sitting there and they go, hey, they, or those people, or whatever, like you start to draw some lines of like, the fuck does that mean, bro?
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, people got to understand, like, what y'all want is not what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Because that whole thing could be a whole twist of events for somebody else.
Yeah.
You might get your ass whooped.
Might get worse.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
All right, let's we just killed ourselves today, so
Yeah,
let's I'm sure
we're kind of already on the topic ish. Johnny Depp.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Yes. I was reading a little bit about it before we started.
Captain Jack Sparrow was getting his ass whooped up and down the house by a blonde woman. Ain't that a bitch?
But it's kind of cold-blooded.
It's cold. She done dragged him through the mud and tried to lie and all this extra shit. Maybe I'm just caping for men right now, but...
Yeah. Okay, but no, I look at it as cold-blooded because if while she was slapping this motherfucker upside his head and shit, and if he were to slap her right back...
He wrong. He wrong. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
So that's where I'm like, it's shit kind of cold-blooded.
So let's see. If we're going to go 2 for 2 today, if we're going to offend... gay and lesbians and the LGBTQ and women, let's go all the way the fuck in. Let's just go all the way the fuck in. It is a double standard, and I'm going to be very careful right now with the analogy I was about to use. But women, understand that if you attack a man and he defends himself by pushing you or just getting you off him, and you then fall, hurt yourself, you are not the victim.
My God, I just remembered. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this goes for everybody across the board. I just want to be careful here. You can't attack a man and expect no repercussions.
Oh, especially if you're trying to inflict physical pain.
Right. Yeah.
That's like...
Stop it.
And the double standard is crazy because, again...
It is.
She's slapping motherfucker across his face, but as soon as he's like, hey, and she don't stop, he's like, hey, like, right. Now he's the almighty bad. Because
you've amped this cat up to where now he's in, like, defense mode. And the smallest of the difference in a man's physique and a woman's physique is very different. So when a man gets pushed to this physical point to where he's just trying to defend himself from what you're doing, and then he gets to the point where he's like, I can't do this anymore, this has to stop, and you push, or you just go to whatever physical length you do to get this to end, and then somebody gets hurt, all of a sudden you're the bad guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy shit. And that's what I'm seeing from this case was like, old girl was whooping his ass, shitting in his bed, just like, and just killing his career. Like, Disney released him from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Did they?
Yeah. That's bread and butter with the garlic salt, man. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
All the garlic bread. It's over. The table is empty.
I didn't know that.
That's the big check. Disney is the big check.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And Disney was like, oh, all this going on in your house? Well, we're not really clear of all the details, but we're going to have to let
Captain Jack,
on it. Captain Jack Sparrow going to have to set sail.
He going to have to, go to J.B. Jones' locker for a couple episodes.
Yeah, it's over for Captain Jack. Do you remember we have a picture with the pretend Captain Jack Sparrow in Disneyland?
Yep.
And that dude looked damn near just like, bruh. I was like, this might be Johnny Depp.
This might be him.
But yeah, I feel sorry for Johnny Depp.
Yeah, no, especially again, like the domestic violence, bro, really went to shitting in his bed. Yeah. That was.
I forgot what he said. I was dying. He called it. He called it an angry.
Okay. What?
He had a name for her shitting in the bed, and it was like I wish I could remember it. I just heard it and died. I was driving to work and almost had to stop the car. I was like, "Excuse me." He said a what?
I'm trying to find it.
He called it an angry something, and I was like, "Yo," or a grumpy something. It was just his name for her shitting in the bed. When you have to make up a name for her shitting in your bed just to be vengeful, that's rough.
Yeah.
Like, and when does it stop? When does it stop? How does she have like this thing at your crib where she could shit in your bed, whoop your ass, fucking stab your dog, and you still like, yo, it might be time for you to leave. Like, that was your first mistake was not As soon as she slapped you upside the fucking head, you Johnny Depp. I'm not saying it's okay for anybody.
Yeah.
But if I'm Johnny Depp you slap me,
you ask him after,
bitch, you got to go.
You got to hit the road.
And the 10 that are sitting at the door waiting to get in, next.
Yeah.
Like, fuck up out of here. I saw a picture of her. Stop playing with me.
Not even on.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You get a good 6.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, stop.
Yeah.
It ain't even that serious.
And I couldn't deal with no. I couldn't deal with no woman trying to slap me upside my fucking head. Bro, shit in my bed. Fuck no. You gonna have to hit the road. We gonna have to figure this out in a mature way.
I don't know if I'm a different type of dude, but any type of physical altercation with a female, I'm already kind of done. Because your ass is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you just...
Because you basically just testing his face. You testing him to see how long he'll wait to really...
But it's a turnoff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... The only physical I want to get with a female is like romantic.
Right.
I don't want to have like this weird relationship where we have to hit each other to let each other know that we love each other. Like, you fucking weird for that. You know what I mean? Like, you have some serious childhood shit or something going on with you at that point that you need to figure out. This ain't on me.
Yeah.
You got to figure that shit out.
Yeah, the hitting's out.
Yeah. Stop. Don't put your motherfucking hands on me.
Yeah.
Stop playing. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're putting your hands on me in a playful and...
Right. Playful is cool, but then...
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, playful can... I've dealt with this. Playful can also lead to fucking trying to restrain because you're done and the person doesn't know you're done. And then...
Right.
The restrain...
And then you get frustrated.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but again, I think you better have a word... tomato, like, I'm for real done.
Right, yeah, because I'm done playing with your ass.
But nah, man, poor Johnny Depp. I mean, and I don't know, maybe I'm just taking the man side because I'm a dude, but it seems as if her shitting in the bed and whooping his ass is just a little over the line to where, I've seen some of these court videos this morning and it was like her... trying to defend this shit was like, yeah, but this person seen me getting abused, and so the lawyer's like, what about the abuse? And the dude on the stand is like, what abuse? You know what I mean? Like, in other words, she's trying to paint the picture like, well, he whoops my ass too, and everybody's like, when? You must do that shit in secrecy because I ain't never seen no fucking evidence of that. But again, this is a court case. Nobody's guilty. I think it's a civil case anyway. Oh, is it a criminal case?
No, I think it's a civil one. I don't know. I don't really know
the
differences.
I'll tell you what you do. You fucking serve her with some papers. Get the fuck out. Here's a little severance and have a great day.
Well, I think he's trying to sue her ass for a couple millies.
Well, I think he's trying to sue her because she fucked his career up. Because don't nobody want to touch this now.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, once the Disney check's off the table, yeah, you fucked me up.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
And there was like 100 fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. They was about to do 101.
Bro, there was a lot.
I can't even count them.
There's a lot of pirates.
But they're always out.
Yeah.
There's a whole ass ride with my likeness at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah. I fuck with the pirates ride.
Now, if they take the Johnny Depp motherfucking animatronic off the fucking ride, he's done.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, let's just go on ahead and...
right.
Let's get rid of Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that would be some cool shit.
I mean, but I would want some compensation for you fucking my career up and lying on me for, all that extra shit. So,
yeah.
Oh, well.
But also, let's talk about... Let's not get too deep into it, but have you heard that story where it was a dude, like he had the scholarship to college and all this little good extra shit, and a girl claimed that he raped her and he killed himself?
Yes.
Yep.
I have heard the story.
That shit is probably one of the weakest things ever. And I have almost, not an experience, but I was fucking with this one girl that I ain't know, and then around the time she was like, oh yeah, you should come over and shit, and I started asking my brother about her, and he was all like, hey, I don't think you even want to mess with those. She tried telling the school that this one dude raped her, and after that I was like, oh yeah, I don't need none of that.
No, you don't.
You don't. I was all like, nah.
There has always been, and I'm not saying that obviously there's a lot of circumstances where men take advantage of the position of power in a relationship and just feel like they can do whatever.
Yes.
Obviously that's completely fucking wrong. Like, that at that point you are a motherfucker who needs to work some shit out.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? But there is a lot of times in what I see is a female also takes that badge of like, I can do some shit, feel bad about it, and then run it back with myself by saying I was raped.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. When you're going into a situation where there's drugs, alcohol, and other substances being put in, you're going into that, and that doesn't give anybody a free pass to do what the fuck they want to do.
No.
At all. But you're also putting yourself in that's like driving without a seatbelt.
Yeah.
It's illegal, but at the same time, it's like if you get into a crash and get hurt, then it's kind of like, are you going to blame the car manufacturer, or are you going to at that point go, fuck, I should have worn my seatbelt? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. You go to a party, bunch of dudes around, you want to get fucked up, you want to have a great time, and then some shit pops off. I don't remember what happened, but I remember waking up and this hurt, that hurt. Okay, but did you have to go to the point of blacking out and doing all this extra shit and getting all fucked up? Because then, like, now you're putting somebody in a compromising position where at the time they thought it was Gucci.
Right. At the time, you might say,
we both wanted this.
Yeah.
But now you woke up, don't like the decision you made, and now you want to run it back to then, like, you know what? I don't think I was cool with that. I can't remember, but I'm going to say I wasn't.
Yeah, currently I'm not cool with that.
Right. Like, I woke up today and I wasn't okay with it.
Right.
How do we know? How do we know you wasn't cool then?
Yeah.
And the drugs and the alcohol or whatever. Now, straightforward shit. I met this dude. He this and that. We went out. And at the end of the night, he wanted to kiss me. I didn't want to kiss him. He started pushing up on me. He wanted to take it. He wrong.
Right.
And that motherfucker should be beaten. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's out. That's over.
Out.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's a straightforward example of like, yo, that was rape. And we don't tolerate that bullshit.
Right.
The other part of it is what I just explained, which is like, yo, did you go to someplace and put yourself in a situation where the lines would get blurred and then you want to talk about rape? Because you done blurred the lines and now somebody else has to hear about it and their life can be changed forever.
Right.
The ramifications of that shit are not always easy to get over. So it's been a cultural thing. I've seen it a lot lately. It seems like we're getting over this hump in the last 10 years where judges are like, nah, yeah, this sounds a little too awkward, and without any actual evidence, you was over here at this party fucking off and he was at the party fucking off and y'all did some shit, deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't call it straightforward, I don't see any evidence of this shit, how I'm supposed to just lock this cat up because you said so?
Right.
You know, we've had some shit jump off to where, you know, Bill Cosby, you know, a lot of people are like, first couple, they was like, nah, man, fuck that. And then 52 people come forward. You're like, yeah, I don't know if these women all had a Bill Cosby club.
Right.
And they all got together and went, you know what would be fun? Let's all say Bill Cosby gave us some pills and raped us.
Right.
Let's just all lie on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Bill Cosby was on some sick shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Bill Cosby looked like a sick motherfucker.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say that because I used to watch the Cosby Show, and that was like, you would see Bill Cosby on TV and be like, yo, I mean, first that was a black man portraying the American father. He was a doctor, had a big house, his kids was well mannered. Like, it was an example of what you wanted out of your, you know, there was things from the Cosby family that you wanted to pull into your own family.
Right.
You feel me? So it was hard for me to like be like, that was Bill Cosby was doing all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You don't want to believe it. But I mean, bro, after 52 of them come forward, you're like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, that's rough. I guess the point I'm trying to make is the rape thing is like, you just got to watch it because not everybody's cool with this was rape. And obviously, sometimes people just go ahead and make fucked up decisions, do some shit, put themselves in harm's way, and then go, yeah, I don't want to have to face this responsibility.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have somebody on the hang with this.
I think I'm finna go to the court with this one.
Right. And that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I don't think people, like, your personal responsibility and your role in that situation never comes into play. You just kind of go, I'd rather just fuck this cat's life up so I don't have to deal with this.
Right.
That's
the cold part. And that's the cold part. Because the one I was talking about, bro, had like a full scholarship to a good ass school, all that extra shit. And then just because of those allegations, like it all like broke down. Like the college was like, oh, we might have to, take that back and shit. Just all his shit just got fucked up. He was like, fuck it.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it came out like later on that like he'd even do it.
Right.
But after he killed himself and shit.
Yeah, but now she should get locked up.
Right. Now it should flip the fucking table.
Yeah, she should get locked up, or have to pay the family restitution for his death and they son not being here.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
all right. Well, you made me sad.
Yeah, I was say we on the sad note now.
Let's talk about this. Headmaster at a school arrested for taping students' mouth shut.
I think I've seen some shit like this.
I would like to let everybody know that I'm a father of 2 children, one who will be graduating high school very soon, but my daughter will not. She is only 10 years old. And if I find out that you have taped my daughter's mouth shut, you will soon understand that I'll be in your fucking school waiting for you the next day or that day. If anybody were to... let's talk about it, because fuck that. Fuck him anyway.
Yeah.
The principal at your school?
Yeah.
I happen to be a parent that doesn't fall under the certain parent guidelines that some of y'all teachers would like me to. If I know you playing with my kid, I will go into your office and I will make a fucking fuss. I had also gone into the principal's office at my son's school when he was playing with my son, playing games with him, and I was about 3 seconds from whooping the principal's ass in his office.
I was there to witness. He was
sitting right the fuck there. And I asked the principal, what you want to do? And I stood the fuck up. I'm not going to do it with these people. Listen, you are hired to do a job. And I've explained to my son the same thing. Don't give these people no problems. That's like somebody coming to your job and coming in here and going, hey, give me a soda cup, and then throwing the fucking soda cup at you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just doing a job. Don't come in here fucking with me. The same thing. When you go into school, don't give these teachers no problems. They just doing a job. If you going to do a job, do it right. You start fucking with these kids, understand that the new parents of today ain't going to come in here and file a complaint. We just going to get wild.
Yeah.
And I'll come in and you start.
Especially nowadays, like now with these motherfuckers growing up and becoming parents.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And with my son, I've had to go and let teachers know you got me fucked up. Nobody ever got physical with him, luckily, because then I'd be in jail. But, there was a kid in kindergarten that was picking on you.
Oh, yeah.
He was a kindergartner. And what did I do? I told that kid, where the fuck your parents? I'm cussing. And I was literally cussing at a kindergartner, man. Because it was like, don't play with my kid. He did that shit right in front of me. I used to walk you to school. And you're a kindergartner. We are not, you're a grown man now. But in kindergarten, DeAndre was not very enthused with going to school by himself. He was, 50% of kids are cool with going to school and being like, yo, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to recess and lunch. I'm ready to do all this shit. 50% of kids are like, yeah, I've been at home for 5 years chilling with my parents, and that's my comfort zone. I don't want to be here by myself.
Yeah, no, I think until 3rd grade, I used to cry every day first day of school.
First day of school, maybe. But I think it was just first grade, kindergarten and first grade. Yeah, but it's a new experience. It's kind of like, yo, who are these people? Da, 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 da. Yeah. You always had Tamaje and Damir.
Oh yeah, that was after the first year. The first year, that shit was rough.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
But I think his name was Zach.
The white one,
White Zach.
Yeah.
And Zach came up to you. I'm standing in line. That was the drop off. So back when DeAndre was in kindergarten, I used to walk him into the school, and we used to stand in line and wait for the teacher to open the door. There was a kid who had you could tell he was a handful. I don't care about that. Just leave my kid the fuck alone. Well, he comes up to DeAndre, and DeAndre never put me up on game that the kid was playing with him or talking shit during school. Kid comes up to DeAndre. I'm standing there. DeAndre's standing right next to me. And he looks at DeAndre, goes, "Don't say anything. Don't say a word." And like he was like some mysterious fucking villain. And I looked at him upset. DeAndre's kind of like, you know, you could tell in his face he's a little bit shook, like this kid's out here. And I was mad than a motherfucker. I said, "Hey, don't you talk to him, bro. Where's your fucking mom at?" She already dropped me off. I said, "Let me tell you something. Don't you ever fucking talk to my kid again. Don't speak to him. Don't even look at him again. I find that shit out, I'm gonna call your parents. I'm gonna do something to you." And the parents behind me, it's funny how a lot of people don't want to do nothing about nothing until somebody else gets involved. Because the lady was behind me, taps me on the shoulder and goes, "We've had a lot of problems with him too." I was like, "But have you said something, ma'am?"
Probably not.
All of a sudden, I tell the teacher, I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't know what you're going to do with this kid, but if he says anything else to my kid, it's going to be a fucking issue." And that was the white lady with the glasses. I forgot her name. She was very nice.
Yeah.
And she just said, "Yeah, Zach has some issues, da-da-da-da." I said, "I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about the issues. I don't care about none of that. I care about my fucking kid. And he ain't coming to school to get fucked with. And let me find out." And did she transfer that kid out of that class?
I don't remember what happened.
But she did. She got on the phone with me like 2 days in a row and was like, "I just want to let you know I moved him to the other side and do." I was like, "All right, cool. Just do what you got to do because I don't have to kick this fucking kid in his head tomorrow."
Yeah, I don't want to have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel go this fucking kid, and it's gonna be your fault. If I see him talking shit to my kid one more time, I'm gonna fuck his ass up. And they're going to sit here and they're going to have me in court saying, "Sir, did you just beat the dog shit out of a kindergarten?" "Yes, I did."
"Did you just stomp him out with your Griffey?"
"Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He was playing with my fucking kid." So to the teachers out there, if I'm prepared to do that to a kindergartner, trust me, I will fuck your adult ass up if you tape my kid's mouth shut. Because I'm sick.
Yeah.
As you can tell from this conversation I just had with y'all, I'm sick. I got some shit wrong with me. So you tape my kid's mouth shut, you fuck with my kids, I'm going to show up. I'm going to pull up.
Yeah, you ain't
going to like the shit.
That's my little sister too.
Right, period.
Yeah.
And then we are those sick motherfuckers. Somebody was playing with my niece one time at school. We pulled the fuck up.
Yeah.
And everybody who was around was a suspect. I was pressing everybody. "Who was it? This motherfucker right here?" No, it ain't us. I said, "Well, you should have been standing here, motherfucker.
You should have been in the vicinity.
You should have been went home.
Should have took your ass inside 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I will always be prepared to be fucking somebody up. You play with my kids or my family. So this is just a PSA for all you teachers. I've seen the video you showed me or somebody showed me of the teacher who told the kids, mom was showing me. Mm-hmm. Teacher told the kids, "I was in the military. I didn't killed kids like you before."
Bro, that was at my old fucking school.
Are you serious?
Bro, it was.
Bro, I will kill that motherfucker and show him what it really did.
That was in my old school.
Bro, he's so lucky. Like, he never pulled no shit like that with my children. I can't see it. Like, teachers are losing their shit right now.
Especially because it's all these newer teachers now. Because all the old teachers from COVID, like, done stopped coming through. So now they got to hire these new motherfuckers and shit. Yeah, I think that's where it's coming from and shit.
No credentials.
Yeah,
just me being a teacher.
Hey, cause real shit, my friend, she just graduated high school like 2 years ago, and she was subbing at the high school.
That's fucking crazy.
No college degree on none of that shit.
That's crazy.
Subbing at the high school.
Wow.
Yeah, and she just graduated like 2 years ago.
Man, that's rough.
Right.
That's like me being a teacher. Like, I am not fit to be a teacher at all. So you can't have me in charge of a bunch of fucking disrespectful kids.
Nah.
Like, you have to have some discipline and some patience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to be trained to be a teacher.
For sure.
Shit. Yeah.
Especially in a high school.
Yeah.
Or, if it ain't a kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, that's usually like you're in the soft territory.
Yeah.
That's nerf. Now you start to get into softball in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th.
I feel like middle schoolers, like 7th.
Yeah. Yeah, because then now we trying to test the water and see what we can get away with. And in high school, you might get into a fucking fist fight. I done seen some fucking videos of the motherfucking students are like, "Don't say that shit to me again. Get the fuck out of my class." And somebody just throws a punch.
Bow.
You like, bro, I told the kid to leave. He swung on me. You know what I mean?
What happened in class? Well, Steven cracked Mr. Young's glasses.
Straight the fuck up. Steven is a fucking wild one.
Steven's wild.
But yeah, to my point, again, I read this story and was like, what would I do to a motherfucker if somebody were to tape my daughter's mouth shut and she comes home and goes, yeah, today the teacher taped my mouth shut. Like, I don't know if I would go to the school and wait for him all night to be the first motherfucker he sees in the morning, or would I just go down there with her in the morning and whoop his ass in front of her to let her know it's bad? I do know that some harm is going to come of this teacher.
Yeah.
So whoever you are, I didn't read the story, but if you ever get to hear this podcast, shame on you, and you're lucky you didn't do it to my kid because you're alive to hear about it.
Lucky you ain't doing it in the bed.
Yeah, straight up and down.
Yeah.
But I read that story and was like, these motherfuckers are wilding.
Yeah, nah.
Tape or anything. Now, back in the day, I don't know if you know, but in private school, they was allowed to hit students.
Yeah, like really was like, get wake your ass up.
Yeah, put your hands on the desk.
Right.
Was, you know what I mean? Like, it was like fucking torture and shit. You were like, damn.
Yeah, nah.
Or even the emotional torture. Do you remember what a dunce cap is?
Nah.
Big ass cone hat that's probably about that fucking tall, and you got to put it on your motherfucking head, stand in the corner. It says dunce on it, which means fuck up. And you have to stand in the corner and just stare at everybody in the corner with this big ass, tall, retarded looking hat on.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like, that was the emotional torture. If you was just a smart mouth motherfucker, they would just put your hands on the desk and have that big ass meter ruler and just whack, fuck your shit up. And I even heard that back in the day, they used to just spank you in front of the class. Like, the parents
that's like real private school shit.
Yeah.
Like really like, hey, like have this a performance for the class type shit.
I never told you this story, but I'm prepared to tell it here. I went to private school from first to third grade. Fourth grade. I got kicked out in fourth grade. There was an after school program. The after school lady felt as if, now your grandma was not with the shit. Yes, I'm in private school. Don't hit my kids. I get all that shit from her.
Right.
That's where I'm at. So there was never, at that time, there wasn't no, yeah, you could hit the kids. There wasn't no rules like that.
Right.
But I'm in the after school program. I'm playing with a puzzle. This kid comes over, snatches the fucking puzzle box from me. And I'm like, bro, I'm using that.
Right.
as a reference for the puzzle.
Yeah.
So I snatch it back. Well, the fucking lady comes over, grabs the puzzle box from both of us, and hits me over the fucking head with it. Well, check this out. There's 2 pieces of the puzzle box. I went, bitch, and grabbed the other side of the puzzle box and smacked the fuck out of her with it.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, and kicked me the fuck out of the after school program, told me to go to the principal's office. Well, they were like, yo, your kid hit the after school lady. And my mom came down and had the little conference and shit. They're filling her in. And she goes, oh, well, what had happened? Well, she tapped him on the head with a box and he turned around and slapped the fuck out of her with the other side of the box. My mom went, good. Maybe she won't do it no more. And they didn't like her attitude about it. They were like, no, you're supposed to spank the fuck out of this kid right here in this office.
Right,
She's like, no. Like, fuck that bitch.
Right.
And he did what he's supposed to do. So they kicked me the fuck out because they didn't like my mom's attitude on the whole thing. So then I started going to public school.
Right.
But I got my little taste of private school. She tried. She wanted to get me in a little, some extra. Come to find out that the public school had a better education system because you're losing like a quarter of the day learning about religion when you could be doing more academic shit. So I went to public school and was like lightweight behind because I didn't have the math and spelling and shit because I was learning about Jesus and you know what I'm saying?
About Jesus and
well,
shit.
we would go down every Tuesday and Thursday. We would walk down to the church and be there for an hour and a half going to mass.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No. So you just lose a lot of time in your academics.
Yeah, I couldn't even do no public school.
I got
private school.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I learned a lot. I know a lot about. I have faith in the Lord. I was baptized Catholic. Have been to a Baptist church. Have also gone to Christian churches, and I mean, I've seen all the differences in that denomination, but I still have faith in in God. So to see all these different, the difference in Baptist, Christian, Catholic, this and that, and it ain't much different, but it's never been like a thing to where I hated Catholic school. It was cool. It was cool. I got education and, furthered my faith, but the fact that they figured that they could put hands on you was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, nah.
It was ill.
Can we talk about how bad school is in general nowadays?
Sure.
Like, okay, this is definitely, I see more in my perspective, but ever since I started going back to school in the past month, bruh, it's like almost every bathroom you can walk into, you'll either see a motherfucker smoking, shooting dice, or just doing some out of pocket shit. And I'm sitting there like, bro, what the fuck? I remember I walked into a bathroom just to like go take a piss. Fat ass circle. All you hear is shoot, drop. It's like, bro, you see hella smoke coming out from the fat ass group of people in the bathroom and shit. I'm like, bro, like, this is school. This is school.
We all have these times. It was never that ill. Like they geared the fuck up on us. They had like 8 of those motherfuckers with the little radios, like I couldn't make it to the police academy, so I'm here at the high school policing the kids.
Type shit.
We had like 8 of them campus supervisors.
They just call security now. They don't even hold back.
Oh yeah.
It's just called security.
They was campus supervisors, even though there was one dude who was cool. He's a cop now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he pulled me over, and I was like, oh damn. And I was kind of a dick in high school, so I figured he was gonna give me a hard time. But he was actually like a real cool cat, to where he was like, you're an adult now. Right. You ain't in high school, shithead. Right. So we'll just start this all over. And I had a mutual respect for him. He had a mutual respect for me, and it turned out to be cool. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I ran into dude.
Right.
Didn't give me a ticket, but we caught up a little bit, and I was like, okay. But yeah, school was never like that easy for us. Like, we go in the bathroom and smoke. Instantly, they knew who it was. You getting pulled out of school.
Okay, not smoke, but the little pens and then.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, not what's it called, but yeah, you'll see all the vaporizers in that motherfucker.
They probably understaffed, man. That's why you see all this ill shit in school. Because I'm going to be honest with you, all the shit you were telling me, we couldn't get that off. Like, maybe for a few minutes we could get it off, and then all of a sudden that shit would get broke up, and everybody involved is in the principal's office getting suspended for 5 days.
Right.
I don't want to talk about all the shit that was going on in school.
Yeah.
But the shit that I tried to pull off in school, I got caught instantly. Like even off campus.
Right.
Before school, we was trying to get our shit off. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden, motherfuckers are jumping from behind trees, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Where the fuck you come from?
And a cop car pulls up. I'm like, bro, we was just smoking.
Yeah.
Before school, not on campus.
Right.
But there happened to be, like, a school resource officer in plain clothes at the Taco Bell where we was rolling up. And he followed us, watched us roll up, followed us, and then called the whole school campus supervisors, and all, like, surrounded us because we was all piecing up a joint on the way to school.
On the way to school.
Yeah. So trust me, the shit you talking about would not fly. Because even off campus, they was like, nah.
Yeah.
So it's understaffing. It's, right now, look at all the jobs, man.
Yeah, no. As
what I
soon
mean?
as you go on these, you see jobs for substitute teachers, kindergarten teachers.
There's jobs for everything. Like, they need jobs. They need everybody to do something. Motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
Lazy ass motherfuckers.
I was driving through San Francisco. I saw a female, was probably about 25, 24, able-bodied. Didn't look like nothing was wrong with her besides she was probably addicted to shit. You know what I mean? And she's sitting there begging for change, and I'm going, you could be doing a lot of things.
Right.
And you could be doing even more things that make you rich. But your ass is lazy as a motherfucker.
Asking for fucking change on the street.
Asking for change. She's more comfortable with asking for change than, like
going to get a check.
Crazy. And that's always my problem. I'm like, yo, you could probably do my job. I see cats that are like younger than me. I'm like, you could probably do my job better than me because you're more able-bodied. Right. I'm an old motherfucker now. But you'd rather sit here and beg for some change.
Yep.
So I should go to work, break my back more to give you this shit. I'm sorry.
No.
But
sorry,
as I've stated before, I'm not a good person, and I take all these things into account. If I see you and you are a Vietnam vet or a war vet and you can't work or you doing something,
yeah, like if you ain't got no leg or like an arm or shit, like,
or even if you served my country, bro, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
and I always I'm a fucked up person, but I'm also very methodical with my shit. There was a wife and husband. I don't know. They were a couple.
right.
And they was at the 7-Eleven by my mom's crib back when I stayed there. I don't give nobody no motherfucking money. I don't care. You know, I'll buy you some food.
Right.
I'll do that, but I ain't giving you no money because I'm not finna watch you smoke my shit.
Yep.
They was only concerned with either some money, some food, some water, a cup of coffee. But what they did do, they would sit in front of the store with a broom and a dustpan. And motherfuckers would pull up, roll up, split their swishers, leave the guts all over the place, unwrap their food, leave trash everywhere. The motherfucking parking lot of the 7-Eleven was pristine all the time. You pull up and it was just clean in a motherfucker. Never had to ask me for shit. I was going to go into that store, get you something, because every time I pull up to this store, you doing something.
Right.
You might not got a job, but you for sure keeping the local store I go to clean as a motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never see nothing. Like, I remember people rolling up, dumping their blunt guts, pulling off. And as soon as they pull off, dude is right there with the dustpan and the broom, cleaning their shit up. I'm buying you something. You're doing something.
Yep.
The other side of that is motherfuckers who are just sitting there begging, not doing shit. It's 4 a.m. back when I started early. It's 4 a.m. You still look fucked up from the binge you had last night, and you asking me for some change.
Right.
Nah, bro, we're not doing this.
Nah.
Especially if you hit me with the Jordans on. You know what I mean? Like, your fit is pretty clean, and you asking me for change. Like, what?
For what?
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Sell me them J's. You know, walk home barefoot. Yeah, I give you 10 for those. I might clean them up.
Yeah, use them in a little backyard shoe.
And there's a lot of jobs. People don't want them. Motherfuckers is lazy. It's a wrap out here. It's rough. Like I told you, I think McDonald's said it would give you an iPod if you sign up.
Some shit like that.
Just shake the fries, man. We'll give you $18 and an iPod. Motherfuckers like, nah, I don't like. Nobody finna work at McDonald's.
Right. It's also a motherfucking pride thing for some people too.
Bro, I hate that shit.
I know some people were like, I don't want to work in fast food. And like, they're my age. I'm like, bro.
That's why you broke. And you gonna stay broke.
Yeah. It's like, why don't you eat that until you can, like, you become of age till you can do some better shit. Because real shit, you can't do shit. Well, you can't do, most of the time, you can't do nothing good until you're past 18 and have a high school diploma or GED.
Right.
So for that time being, you're just gonna have to eat the little fast foods or the little racks you have to work at until you become of age to work like at a warehouse or some cooler shit.
You giving them a pass. How about you just work at fast food for 6 months and say, I'm gonna take this, parlay this experience into something that's not fast food, but still I have to cashier. I got to ring people up at the grocery store.
Yeah.
But I worked at McDonald's cashiering for 6 months. Okay. Cool. We know you can do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so now you can take the second shift at a grocery store after school's out.
Yeah.
Or you could work at the floral shop ringing people up. Like, it's not always, like, people think hella narrow.
Right.
And again, like you said, it's pride. I ain't working at fast food.
Yeah,
I worked at Jack in the Box, McDonald's.
I hate motherfuckers who say that shit.
Let me tell you, I parlayed a lot of food at McDonald's into, like, favors. The dude who worked at the liquor store down the street from my crib would stop at my McDonald's and go, what's up, man? You remember me? Oh, hell yeah, bro. Throw a whole lot of shit in the bag on my way home from work.
Yeah.
Stop at the liquor store. What's up, brother? And give me a little pint or something. Like, it was always the trade system.
Right.
I wouldn't have got that had I not worked at fast food. So everybody always, pride.
Right.
But I was the dude who had the shits from the liquor store before you could get the shit from the liquor store. I wasn't 21.
Yeah.
How you getting all this shit? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a wrap on fast food pride.
Yeah. Like,
if I'm broke, I'm for sure slanging some burgers.
Real shit. If
I will slang the fuck out of some burgers.
Bruh,
I will shake the fuck out them fries.
Yeah, real shit. Like, I still work in a food type restaurant, but like, that's just because I'm not of age yet. But I was working my sophomore year type shit. Like, I got my first job my sophomore year.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
But that's because motherfuckers don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, having some money
handed out to them.
Yeah. Just give me an allowance. I'm good with that. Right. All right. Well, take your $20 a week and keep on.
Bro, my $20 a week was rough. I was like, fuck that. I need a check.
I mean, but
I need a check.
Hey, but you know what? That was that was the problem. Was you at some point was like, fuck this dub. I want a check.
Yeah, fuck this.
And it wasn't a problem. Actually, I'm saying that wrong. It was like I gave you $20 a week for trash and dishes, and then at some point you wanted more. That is a healthy way of seeing the world and just progression.
Yeah.
Some people are just chilling, staying broke, kicking it. Let me hit the weed type shit, and don't want to kick in nothing, and that is a problem.
All right.
And that's if that's where your mindset is, and you gonna stay there. Damn, the future might be rough. Yeah, hopefully you grow out of that.
Yeah, real shit. Hopefully
but I knew cats like that. Yo, let me ride with you. No. You can't ride, bro, because you don't do shit.
Yeah,
and you ain't got shit to kick in on none of this. You just want to be the fifth head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You just want to take up some of my eye.
And then want to be the cat that actually gets a seat and don't sit in the middle in the back.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I'm not taking middle seat, though.
Well, yes, your broke ass is.
You might not get in the car then, motherfucker. What the fuck is you talking about?
We'll meet you there.
Yeah.
I hope the bus got to stop near there.
Bus 10 minutes away. What the fuck is you talking about?
There was so many cats who was like, man, I ain't finna sit, bitch. Yes, your broke ass is, because you ain't putting no money on the tree. You ain't putting no gas in my tank.
Nah.
You didn't even buy the Philly, bro. You just an extra head that we don't want here.
Yeah,
but we cool with you, so we gon' every once in a while we let you ride.
Right.
But you want to demand. Shotgun, no the fuck you ain't got shotgun.
Shotgun is special privilege.
Shotgun is for the cat who goes, I got 7, I got 4 on your tank and 3 on the sack. Okay, well then come on, bro. You got shotgun. That's the MVP.
Yeah, that's the MVP.
You got shotgun.
You are the
when you tried to call shotgun over cuz, I will definitely
have
to set you straight. No, the fuck you ain't. You sitting in the middle in the back, sucker.
Yeah, the shotgun is the Batman the Robin to my Batman.
For real. Or your ass is gonna be in the trunk. If you really want to go that bad, you got to crawl in the trunk, G.
Yeah, with all my fucking tires and fucking nasty shit.
Yeah.
My work shoes and shit.
Yeah, you going to sit there with my work shoes and shit and all the grease from my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. There was a lot of cats who demanded the treatment. Nothing. Like, go out and get something, bro. We all get off of school and go clock into a job. Your ass just go home and play Nintendo.
Go home and play Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Go wash some dishes or do something, goddammit. Are we done? I think that's all I had. And MVP, Jokic.
He's out.
He got your MVP.
He got MVP. I don't.
How does that work? Like
MVP is a current season award. It's not. It has
nothing to do with the playoffs. I feel like it should have something to do with the playoffs.
I feel like if your ass out in the first round, you can't call yourself the MVP.
That's kind of how I feel.
You can't, like, because most of the MVPs receive their trophies in the second round of the playoffs. So if your ass out in the first round of the playoffs, motherfucker, you finna receive your shit at the start of the next season. Like, come on now.
There's a lot of cats who are already out, and they're getting all these accolades. Like, this is from Ballsack Sports.
You're looking at Ballsack Sports.
Yeah.
You know that's a meme page, right?
But it's from I do. But what I'm saying is that's why I said it. But again, all these are like MVP, Jokic. Like
he's out. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like all these they're actually true, and I'm kind of going. I took umbrage with Jokic getting MVP.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know who should have got MVP, but I mean, I thought Embiid should have got it.
Yeah.
Or Giannis or Embiid.
I don't know. I guess I kind of feel like if you out in the first round of the postseason, then you don't deserve MVP. But I get it. It's for the season.
Yeah, it's for the season. People were debating if they should have a finals MVP, a playoffs MVP. A playoffs MVP.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so.
I would definitely think so. Because, like,
some people just shine in the fucking playoffs. Right. It's kind of like, yo, you just helped your team. Like you came out of nowhere.
Like Jamal Murray in the bubble.
Yeah.
Definitely would have been fucking playoff MVP.
For sure.
Like, even though he didn't make the finals, he's going stupid.
Yeah.
Playoff. He definitely, if that was an award, playoff MVP for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh well, since we're on the basketball topic, currently, so we on a new day now. So we recording Saturday morning, so we don't got the Sunday games or Saturday games.
It is 8 a.m. by the way. Like we started 8 a.m. on a Saturday.
Started real early, so
rough.
We only got the games from the week, but everybody closed out their series. Grizzlies closed out their series. Warriors, Celtics, Heat. Everybody closed out their series.
Glad. I think there's one more game now.
Nah, it was Grizzlies and what's it called?
That was last night.
Yep. Okay. Grizzlies and Warriors, Mavs and Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
Mavs and Suns.
Mavs and Suns.
It's the Suns, bro. Like Chris Paul going 14 for 14 or 13 for 13. 14 for 14?
It was 14. I think it was 14.
100% shooting.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's got me nervous.
That was some real point guard shit.
That shit has me nervous.
Yeah, I was sitting there I watched it at work, and I think like at half he still like missed, and he was like, I forgot how many points he was at. I was like, damn, he ain't missed at the half. Fuck.
Yeah, that has me nervous.
Right. I was like,
because if Golden State progresses and has to see the Suns, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. The Grizzlies / Timberwolves series, I like that series. Mm-hmm. On the East, though, I like those series coming up. It's Heat and 76ers.
Yeah, Philly and Miami.
I like that. And then the Celtics and the Bucks. That one's going to be fun to fucking watch. I'm going to like that one.
So, I kind of don't like the East Coast bracket, to be honest. None of those teams interest me. All the West Coast teams interest me, but I don't give a fuck. I guess the Celtics are kind of dope. I like Jaylen Brown. He's pretty dope. But
I'm interested in all those teams.
Really?
Yeah.
I could give a flying fuck less about Miami.
I actually fuck with Miami hella heavy because Jimmy Butler, I actually fuck with Jimmy Butler hella heavy around this time. I fuck with Jimmy Butler kind of period, but it's just kind of crazy to me that Jimmy Butler will kind of be like that. Will kind of be like he won't take the shine out. Like he'll distribute. Like he doesn't try to take the spotlight away from his team during the regular season.
Yeah.
When come playoff times, give that motherfucker the ball. He dropped like 45 and 36 like in back to back.
Right.
Like when come playoff time, you better give brother the ball type shit.
Okay.
That's what I like about Jimmy Butler. Like he knows when to turn it up and he can type shit. So that's why I fucked with Jimmy. So that's why that interests me. And then
Embiid and Harden,
shit. Harden ain't been doing too good, so that's why I'm kind of like I have the Heat in that one.
Okay,
but I mean it's Joel. I don't think Bam could. I mean Bam, he's a good as defensive player, but
okay. But wait, now we come to a game or a series where I kind of go, okay, that might be interesting because I did watch the Nets and the Celtics, and I was extremely surprised. Obviously, by the sweep. It's kind of like what?
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
LeBron and Kevin Durant have the same amount of playoff wins this year.
That's cold. That's cold. Wow. Don't say that shit because Kevin Durant will start a new fucking Twitter account and start talking shit.
Start talking shit about us.
How can you be that sensitive when you make that much money?
Hey, no, real shit. I mean, he explained that he was like, there's just some shit I just can't let slide. But you get paid millies, bro.
Yeah, fuck these peasants, bro.
Yeah, you get paid millies, bro.
Fuck these peasants. And most people are saying that shit to you because they just want you to react.
Yeah, they want the reaction.
You're giving them what they want. It's ill. Yeah. But I guess maybe he just has that personality of like, nah, I ain't letting that shit
I ain't
ride.
letting that shit slide. Nah, fuck that.
I respect it. I guess. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy to me, bro.
But so that series interests me. And then the Celtics Bucks, obviously, just for.
I just see that the Celtics swept the Nets, so I'm going, okay, how you gonna handle the Bucks?
I mean, the Bucks don't have Chris Middleton no more, but the Bucks are the fucking defending champs,
right?
So
and that's kind of like a thing.
Yeah, so I'm looking at more like. If Robert Williams is back, because that's like the big defender, like the big man defender, he can he not stop him, but he can contain like Giannis at least. So that's why I look at it as if Giannis could still do what the fuck he do, they have a problem on their hands. But if he can contain him to what he can do, then yeah.
Okay. NFL draft, give a fuck?
Nah, not really.
What is it about me?
I don't know. Fuck, I don't know what it is about football that I don't care enough. Like, I love playing Madden. I'll play the fuck out of Madden, but I just don't know about, like, live football and all that extra shit.
Baseball? Are we talking baseball right now?
Nah, I don't care for that shit. Okay, I definitely don't care for baseball.
How about going to a baseball game?
I've went to a couple baseball games. I feel like it's more the experience than actually sitting there and watching the game.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely more.
It's like going to a concert and, you know, like you going for the opening or for the main attraction, I should say. Is that what they call at a concert? No. It's not called the main attraction.
That's like an amusement park.
Yeah.
That's like
the person who's billed, right? And then the person who opens you don't care for, but you at the concert and you actually have a good time listening to that person that you normally don't listen to, but because you're at the concert.
Yep.
That's how I feel about baseball.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch baseball on TV and nerd out, but I definitely will go to the game and be like, yo, this is dope being here.
Yeah.
Exactly. I like baseball games have a certain atmosphere. That's
right.
Especially out here.
Yo, yeah.
The Giants games, like
Giants games.
Brand new park, it's on the water, there's all kinds of shit. Like it's a whole day.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like absolutely.
Nice ass stadium, all that extra shit.
And hopefully the A's move over to Jacqueline Square. That'd be dope too.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of spots down there and but we'll see.
What's it called? I feel like I feel like football definitely is more entertaining in person. Like I feel like if you was at a football game,
oh for sure. Yeah,
the energy would be wild because I feel like
I've been to a few.
Yeah, I feel like football games have a lot more diehard fans. Like you feel me? Like you're not gonna catch motherfuckers bandwagon. Like a motherfucker will really ride for that team, and it's really like, you feel me? Like it's that personal shit for them.
I went. What was the last football game I went to? I took Leo when he was like 17. Me and him went to a Raider Niner game. I can't remember what year that was, but I know he was barely of age. And we watched a bunch of motherfuckers stab, shoot, and fight each other down far because we was up in the nosebleeds. Meanwhile, right behind us, two old gentlemen, one wearing a Raiders jacket, one wearing a Niners jacket, were having a great time with their rivalry.
Right.
Just having a great fucking time. Like they talking a little shit back and forth, but they came together.
Right.
Which was their whole thing, was kind of like, hey, I'm a Niners fan, I'm a Raiders fan, this would be dope, let's go to the game. But they ain't finna fight each other, which is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, these are football teams, basketball teams, and baseball teams. Don't get it twisted. They give a fuck less about you besides you paying your money to get into the stadium. Stop fighting people. Stop knocking people out. Stop taking people's lives and their livelihoods because they don't like your team. Y'all motherfuckers gonna grow up one day.
One day.
This team does not pay your bills. They give a flying fuck less about you.
They don't give a fuck. As long as
Stop
you pay,
fighting
as long as you pay to watch, that's all they give a fuck about.
I need to understand the mentality of y'all cats who fight people because the next motherfucker does not agree with your stance on a team. Like, you really riding for these cats like that?
You really, they motherfucker must pay you.
There's motherfuckers in jail for life for mentally beating a man to where he's no longer right in the head. I don't know if you've heard that story, but it's as he's a EMT from the Bay Area, went to the LA game. It was Dodgers and Giants. They whooped this man's ass, curb stomped him. He's no longer right in the head. His babies and his wife, now they trying to figure out how they gonna eat.
Right.
He's in like a vegetable state.
Yeah.
And these two cats are in jail for however long. Everybody's life has been affected.
Right.
Let's now dive into the root of why. Well, he wasn't a Dodgers fan. You stupid motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a dude at my job, really cool cat. Like him a lot. He went to a Raider Charger game. Same shit. Like, motherfuckers get turned, and then all of a sudden, they done fucked around and caught Cuz by the car, fucked his ass up. He's good.
Right.
He came back from it. But the fact is that there was a time when we all at work going, hey, yo, bruh got, he got assaulted at the game.
Yeah.
We was all worried. Like,
right.
What? Especially with this whole Brian Stowe thing. We just kind of like, dude, if that's going to play out the same way, like, damn.
Yeah.
But he was Gucci. He came back, made a full recovery. But it's, again,
it's a fact
it's just not that serious,
right.
man. And you motherfuckers gonna get it together one day. The Raiders don't care about you. The Niners don't care about you. The Giants and the Dodgers don't care about you. The only thing they care about is that you come to the game, pay your ticket, buy their beers, wear their jerseys. That's the only thing they care. Beers. You know, once you go to jail, they ain't finna pay your bail.
They ain't finna send you no money.
Nah, they ain't finna come visit your dumb ass.
Nah, you not finna have the all-star of the team come visit your ass.
Hey, that the day that the motherfucker shows up at the jail to come visit you and goes, hey, I just want to tell y'all, thanks for riding for us and whooping that dude's ass, then I'll give you some credit. Like, maybe we can think about your actions were kind of.
Because at that point, you just met Steph Curry.
Right, exactly.
You're like, you've done met Steph Curry. You just did something right.
You motherfuckers is lame as fuck.
Right.
I'm just letting you know, if you've ever gotten into a fight after a game because your team lost or you was amped up because the other team won and you didn't like dude's jersey, you was a lame duck.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. Straight up. Because we don't need you out here.
Nah.
That's the dumbest shit ever. You motherfuckers gonna lighten up, bro. And now that I've said all that, 3 for 3. We've offended LGBTQ, women, as well as dumb motherfuckers who go to sports events. We're 3 for 3. So let's just go on ahead.
100%.
Yeah.
And now, as we always do it, it's our outro. We wanted to say thank you for fucking with us.
Thank you for fucking with us.
Yup.
And we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Peace.